Hello everyone and welcome back to the Bitcoin Addict YouTube channel. Today we're going to discuss about Bitcoin technical analysis and also the overall news that are happening around the world about economic data, tariffs, interest rates. So make sure to stay until the end to have the full picture of the overall cryptocurrency market situation and overall markets in the whole world. So as always, make sure to smash up the like button here down below. As you can see here, right here, make sure to subscribe and turn on the all notification bell so you do not miss any important update videos on the overall cryptocurrency market. So let's dive straight into it. We're going to start with the technical analysis aspect of the Bitcoin chart. As you can see here, unfortunately, we're going to start with bearish news because the Bitcoin price is currently forming a bearish divergence on the daily time frame, which is not very great news because as you can see here, the price is creating lower highs and the RSI is creating higher highs, which creates unfortunately a bearish divergence on the daily time frame, which is a very significant time frame, unfortunately. So at the current moment in time, we cannot expect any further bullish momentum because we have bearish divergence, which could indicate that the price could continue sideways in the current few weeks or even drop lower. Now let's continue with the analysis. As you can see here, if I put the volume profile, we can see here that we have some kind of resistance at 88.1 thousand dollars per Bitcoin, which almost perfectly coincides with the Fibonacci retracement tool, as you can see here. So if the price comes back up here, we might be we can look for a short position around here. If we see some kind of rejection, we're gonna put it above the high, potentially grab this liquidity right here of this high, and then potentially reverse towards the downside. As you can see here, Bitcoin might potentially take out this high, as you can see here, and then potentially reverse towards the downside. And I would put a take profit around this zone right here, which would be a very good trade, considering that we also have a bearish divergence on the daily time frame. If that does not happen and we're going to see some kind of bullish sign, my target for a potential long position will be around this support level, as you can see here, which is around the $82,000 level, which also perfectly coincides with the golden pocket of the Fibonacci retracement tool. So this is my plan. If Bitcoin goes up or down, depending on the situation, I'm gonna act accordingly. There's also another wait, let me remove this. There's also another indicator about the Bitcoin chart, which is currently forming some kind of bullish wedge on the daily time frame, which seems to be broken out at the current moment in time, as you can see here, but we do not have any volume confirmation confirming the pump. So this might probably going to be a fake out, and potentially we're going to unfortunately reject towards the downside, because also we do not have any fundamental news that are currently very bullish in the current market. So let's now dive straight into the news. Before that, actually, I want to tell you about that we have a lot of liquidation around the 86.7 thousand dollar level. So make sure that if the price goes back there, it's going to be potentially a very good short position, because we have a lot of liquidity there, and liquidity is usually a magnet for the price. So it's very likely that the price will go back up here and then potentially reverse, because we have a lot of short position which will be liquidated at this zone around here. So let's now continue on the news. As you can see here, President Trump says that US will make a very good deal with China. If that happens, it's very bullish for the market. Same for Italy. Prime Minister Meloni says, I'm sure we will make a deal on tariffs. Bullish for the market if happens. Also, President Trump says he's very confident about new trade deal between the USA and the EU. Let's hope so that happened, because if that happens, will be a very bullish news for the current market. Yesterday we also had there was also a speech about with Jerome Powell, talking about potential interest rate cuts, but unfortunately he did not mention any of that. So the market was very bearish about that news, because he absolutely did not mention any potential rate cuts in the next few months. So it's unfortunately a bit bearish at the current moment. So I would say the overall sentiment is bearish. Though if President Trump with Prime Minister of Italy finds some kind of trade solution with tariffs and find a deal that might be very beneficial for both countries, then the markets may pump in the next few days, because it may also influence potentially new other countries to make a same deal with President Trump, which would be very, very bullish for the market. But at the current moment in time, the sentiment is quite bearish, so let's remain bearish and let's not hope for potential pump until we do not have any additional news that can back our sentiment up. So let's conclude today's video. Make sure to use my Bybit affiliate link here down below, as you can see here, to get up to $30,000 in deposit bonuses if you create enough volume. Make sure also to use my trading view link here down below to get up to $15 for free. Not up to, it's literally $15 for free if you purchase your first subscription by using my link here down below. And you can also, if you refer to one friend, get an additional $15 bonus. So make sure to use my trading view link here down below. Thank you again for your attention. Hope to see you in the next one, and bye bye from the Bitcoin Addict.